So here's the TRMNL X, and I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. It's been maybe a year or so since I bought the original terminal, and now they've got the larger size and they've got a color version as well. Although I think that's the sort of 3-color ePaper rather than a full color version. They are about the same things as I'm about here on the channel as well. I do remember it being a very easy setup the first time. Oh, it's really nice. I think they've definitely come quite a long way since that first one. They're still maintaining that open source mentality. What I love about TRMNL is that you can go ahead and go through their website and click and install on your own ESP32 board and make your own DIY projects and use the TRMNL software as something to manage the feed that goes to it. And I love that there's a community building these little screens to go on the TRMNL hub. I just think it's an excellent thing. There we go, I'll follow the instructions, I suppose. Attach a USB-C to get started. Attach the dock. Not sure what it means by that. Something at the back here, I suppose. That's it there, look. That's interesting the way those connectors attach to that little circular connection there. And that allows me to choose orientation. I mean, this is a really mature setup now. Follow the arrows. Cool. And then that, I guess that's a mounting plate, so you could screw that into the wall somewhere. I mean, it's so light, it probably still would work with this, but I've been using little command strip things. And of course you can buy it in this see-through version as well, which is really cool. But I've gone for this kind of sagey color. It's really nice soft touch plastic though. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. Oh, I see. So the little dock thing has the USB-C there. And I'm guessing, because this is magnetic, you can think about DIY accessories, or of course they could sell some accessories as well. It's refreshing in waves, which is nice. It's a very subtle refresh there. I think this just feels immediately like they've iterated on the original and made a better product. I'm guessing this is a just single Wi-Fi connecting to its Wi-Fi look to allow you to then put it on your own Wi-Fi. Yeah, I've just got a configuration to connect the terminal onto the house Wi-Fi. Success, use the friendly ID, and already logged in here. So I think I can just add a new device, type in the friendly ID. Really like the vibes, by the way. The friendly ID, I used to call my phone hotspot friendly Wi-Fi. Device successfully linked. It's going to do its firmware update. So I'm going to dive into the software and decide what to send it, but a very smooth setup indeed here. You can see, wow, 1,000 plugins already, build a playlist, charge every 3 months. I mean, it depends how often you actually update it, of course, how often you choose to move through the slides of the information on it. Now, what did I really love about the previous one? I loved that, yeah, you just had a cycle of feeds just here on my wall, and the only reason why I took it down is because there are other things in its place. I suppose I could still pop it there. This one's probably going to go in the kitchen. We'll see how my wife feels about that one. I love that it was basically, I set it up once and just forgot about it, and it just did its thing and gave me this ambient bit of data. And I followed things that I wouldn't have followed otherwise. Like, I'm really enthusiastic about F1, but I always forget to follow it. But I just had the F1 slide on here, and it just kept me a bit updated throughout the year. It was good. Ease of use is great, and the battery life was really good. I mean, I only charged it 2 or 3 times in the sort of 6 months that it was on my wall. It was a good thing. I think just the fit and finish just feels that bit better on the newer model, but nothing wrong with this as well. And I think that you're buying into the whole ecosystem rather than this. And there we go. It's already got me. I haven't done anything and it's already just decided to tell me the weather right now, which is pretty nice. Bit of light rain tomorrow though, we wouldn't mind that. It's automatically gone and added my old playlist, which is cool. I quite like this. Look, find the terminal setup that fits your day. This one's going to be in the kitchen. Unbalanced, news, sports, why not parenting. This has gone from being something very DIY feeling to something very cool. Couldn't build a queue though. Maybe I've given it a bit too much. Yeah, that's worked now. Only good news from around the world. Cool, keep that. Phrases that are important to you. Images, cool. So it's added some things to a playlist itself and spaced them out. I mean, it's come a long way since I used this before. Cool, I'll let you know how I get along with it. But we are going to be back real soon with a live stream, and I'm going to talk to Mario from TRMNL, and that should be exciting as well. And yeah, this is going to be the first of a few videos about the whole TRMNL ecosystem, because I've got one of the DIY options that you can just simply install the terminal software on. So stay tuned for those two things. A couple of things I didn't enjoy so much about the previous terminal. I didn't actually like the flashing every 2 minutes. The flashing is less intrusive because they've got this wave update working really nicely. I think I ought to be more purposeful about what I select on it, so I'm going to take my time over that, and that was a good start. I'm going to go through and have a real good think about what I actually want to show and what I don't want to show this time. And I felt the size could have been bigger, so certainly improved that size issue here. So please do fire in the comments any questions that you would like me to ask Mario when we do that live stream next week. Doing something when I tap it. Yeah, there is a touch bar at the bottom here, isn't there? Maybe that's what's happening.